This is the Baseball Observer. The league is on the air. Action Baseball League, it's Sunday, July 19th, 1981. American Baseball Conference Showcase Game. Las Vegas Gamblers, first in the ABC West, host the Seattle Comets, second in the ABC West, 2 games back. From Gamblers Park in Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Gamblers host the Seattle Comets. Now for the starting lineups, first for the visiting Seattle Comets. Batting first, playing left field, Alex Batista. Batting second, playing center field, he's got a flame by his name, Pedro Medina. Batting third, playing first base, Carlos Merlos. The cleanup hitter, playing right field, David Ogwin. Batting fifth, he's got a snowflake by his name, the designated hitter, Kevin Fink. Batting sixth, playing third base, Do-Hyun Hugh. Batting seventh, the catcher, Luis Chavez. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, Billy Mendoza. Batting ninth, with a snowflake by his name, playing second base, Antonio Luciano. And the starting pitcher for the Seattle Comets, the right-hander, Jaheim Bryant. In 16 games, he has a record of 8-0 and an ERA of 1.80 and a 0.99 whip. He has a strikeouts per 9 of 4.2 and a walks per 9 of 1.9. He's 33 years old. Versus Las Vegas, he's 1-0 with a 1.29 ERA. And now the starting lineup for the home-standing Las Vegas Gamblers. Batting first, the designated hitter, Eddie Rodriguez. Batting second, playing center field, Mario Smithson. Batting third, playing left field, John Martinez. Batting cleanup, playing first base, Mike Rabel. Batting fifth, the catcher, John Dominguez. Batting sixth, playing right field, he's got a snowflake by his name, Charles Crane. Batting seventh, playing second base, David Avila. Batting eighth, playing third base, Edgar Vilo. Batting ninth, the shortstop, Danny Herrera. And the starting pitcher for the Las Vegas Gamblers, the right-hander, Bobby Rodriguez. In 18 games, he has a record of 9-4, a 2.75 ERA, a 1.30 whip, and a strikeouts per 9 of 7.8, a walks per 9 of 2.8. He's 26 years old. Versus Seattle, he's 2-1 with a 1.80 ERA. $20,000 fans in the stands, clear skies, 90 degrees, wind blowing out to right at 9 miles per hour. The Las Vegas Gamblers have a record of 53-39. They lead the ABC West. Their record at home is 32-16. The Seattle Comets have a record of 51-41. They're in second place in the ABC West, and they lead the wild card race. Their record on the road is 23-18. Let's play ball. Good evening, folks. Welcome to Gamblers Park in Las Vegas. Tonight, it's Las Vegas versus Seattle. The second place Comets have a 51-41 record. Las Vegas comes in at 53-39, placing them first in the ABC West. Head-to-head, Las Vegas has won 8 of 14 from Seattle. It's 90 degrees, clear skies, the wind blowing out to right. We are ready to get started. Las Vegas sends Bobby Rod to the mound tonight. Bobby is 9-4 with a 2.75 ERA. He's making start number 19 this season. He's 5th in ERA in the ABC at 2.75, 5th in strikeouts with 114. Alex Batista at the plate. He is 5th in batting average at 315 and 3rd in runs scored at 61. The 3-1 pitch misses, and that's ball 4, and he'll take his base. The leadoff man is on, and we're underway. Let's take a look at the defense of the ABC West leading Las Vegas Gamblers. In left field, John Martinez. He was an all-star. We have 7 all-stars in this game. Both starters were all-stars. Both left fielders are all-stars. And both closers for these teams are all-stars. So you may or may not see them. And the catcher for Las Vegas, John Dominguez, is an all-star. So John Martinez was an all-star. He's in left. In center field, Mario Smithson. And Charles Crane over in right. Edgar Vilo at third base. And Danny Herrera short. Gold Glover, David Avila at second base. And Mike Rabel at first. The battery. Gold Glover, all-star John Dominguez behind the plate. And on the mound, right-hand pitcher Bobby Rodriguez. He also was an all-star. Trying to remember, he did start. I believe he started. I think he got the loss too. Let's take a look at his pitching choices. He has an 80 circle change, a 75 knuckle curve, a 55 rated sinker, and a 45 rated fastball. He has terrific stamina. He does not hold on runners at all. He is an innate leader, extremely popular nationally, great morale. His third-year player is 26 years old. Here's the number 2 hitter, Pedro Medina. He is hot, hitting .293 on the year, 1 home run, 39 runs batted in. He's stolen 10 bases. Alex Batista, good speed at first, on first, nobody out, righty versus righty. Here's the 1-ball, no strike pitch. And that's on the ground, runner going, and he's out at second. Batista is caught stealing. That's the first out. So Pedro Medina will step back in, full count, the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4. Knuckle curve at 75 misses. And that's the second walk given up by Rodriguez here in the first inning. Again, good speed at first. The batter is the left-hand hitting Carlos Merlos. Carlos is hitting .294 on the year, 12 home runs, 53 runs batted in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Rodriguez. That's on the ground, just past the mound. The second baseman has it. He goes to second and gets the force at the lead runner. Fielder's choice, the batter is safe. That's the second out. Merlos at first base, decent speed at first. The batter, left-hand hitting David Ogren. The right fielder is hitting .267 on the year, 8 homers, 41 runs batted in. He's stolen 29 bases. Righty versus lefty. Here's the 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. That's on the ground. First baseman has it. He'll take it himself for the final out of the inning. Side retired. 2 walks in the inning, but nothing more. And there's no score. Bottom of the first inning. Let's look at the defense for the Seattle Comets. In left field, all-star Alex Batista, 23 years old. His personality, Batista never gives less than 100%. Very good morale. In center field, Pedro Medina and David Ogren over in right. Do Hyun Hu at third base. Billy Mendoza at shortstop. And Antonio Luciano at second base. Carlos Merlos at first base. The battery, Luis Chavez behind the plate. And on the mound, Gold Glover right-hand pitcher Jaheim Bryant. He has 6 pitches: a 55 rated curveball, 55 rated changeup, 50 rated splitter, 45 rated slider, 40 rated forkball, and a 35 rated sinker. Notice the absence of a fastball. He has terrific stamina. He is a decent holder on of runners. His personality doesn't do anything to stand out in the crowd. He's well known nationally, great morale. 9th year player, is 33 years old. Righty versus righty. Bottom of the first inning, no score. Eddie Rodriguez, the leadoff hitter for Las Vegas, will step in. He's hitting .262, 8 homers, 39 runs batted in. He's the designated hitter today. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jaheim Bryant has 8 wins and no losses, a 1.80 ERA. Opponents have hit .217 against him. Rodriguez hits the ball to second base. He throws the first routine, and that's the first out. Antonio Luciano for Seattle makes the play. He is a 70 rated defensive second baseman. The next batter, right-hand hitting Mario Smithson. He's hitting .274, 4 home runs, 39 runs batted in. 13 stolen bases for Mario. No balls, 2 strikes. That's on the ground to the second baseman. He'll throw to first in time. 2 chances, 2 putouts. Here's the left-hand hitting John Martinez. The number 3 hitter is hitting .301, 5 home runs, 39 runs batted in. Righty versus lefty. Here's the 0-1. That's in the air. Center fielder's racing in, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. That ends the Las Vegas first. Nothing across for the Gamblers. We played an inning, and there's no score. Top of the second. For Seattle, it'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Fink, Hu, and Chavez. Righty versus righty. Bobby Rodriguez versus the right-hand hitting Kevin Fink. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the first out. That's the first strikeout for Rodriguez. The batter, the right-hand hitting third baseman Do Hyun Hu. He's hitting .260 on the year, 5 homers, 40 runs batted in. Righty versus righty, full count. Here's the payoff pitch. And that's low, ball 4. He walked him. Third walk given up by Rodriguez. Yoon is on first, not a real threat to steal. The batter is right-hand hitting Luis Chavez, the number 7 hitter, hitting .236, 2 homers, 13 runs batted in. 1 out, man on first, no score. That's hit sharply in the gap, and that'll go all the way to the wall. That's extra bases. The runner is headed for third, and the batter is at second. He'll stop at third, and that's a double for Chavez, his 10th double of the year. 1 out, 2 men on, and first base open. The right-hand hitting Billy Mendoza will step in. He's the number 8 hitter. The shortstop hitting .237, 9 homers, 28 runs batted in. The bottom of the Comets order may be doing some damage. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Bobby Rodriguez. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Swung over the top of one. A sinker at 86. And that's out number 2. Runners do not advance. The number 9 hitter will step in. He's got a snowflake by his name. He's been cold of late. Right-hand hitting Antonio Luciano, hitting .230 on the year, 3 homers, 40 runs batted in. Hu at third, Chavez at second, 2 out. First base open. Here's the 1-0. That's on the ground to the third baseman. He scoops it up, throws across the diamond in time to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and a walk. 2 runners left on. No score, Comets and Gamblers. Playing for the ABC Western Division lead, Las Vegas leads Seattle by 2 games. And I believe Denver by 3 or 4. Bottom of the second inning, the homestanding Gamblers will send up Rabel, Dominguez, and Crane, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Righty versus righty. Here's the 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. That's on the ground, the second. Picks it up, throws the first in time. First out. Luciano with his 3rd putout today. 3rd assist, I should say. And here's the batter, John Dominguez. He hits that on the ground to the shortstop. He gets the chance. Throws the first in time. 2 away. Willie Mendoza at short for Seattle makes the play. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Charles Crane hitting 206. The 2-2 pitch to him. He hits in the air to center. Waiting on it, makes the catch. Routine, side retired. Las Vegas goes in order, and there's still no score. Top of the third inning. For Seattle, it'll be the top of the order. Batista, Medina, and Merlos due up. Bobby Rodriguez in 2 innings has thrown 43 pitches. He's given up 1 hit. He's walked 3 and struck out 2. Here's Alex Batista, the right-hand hitter. He doesn't have an at-bat. Righty versus righty. I believe he walked in the first inning. The 0-1. And that hit him. And he'll take his base. So the leadoff man is at first. Good speed aboard. Got to watch him. The batter is right-hand hitting Pedro Medina. He was thrown out, as I recall. Medina at the plate. He doesn't have an at-bat. I believe he walked in, too. The 1-0. And the runner's going again, and he's thrown out again. Caught stealing for the 2nd time today. And that's the first out of the inning. Medina will step back in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That's in the air, and it is a line drive to the second baseman. He catches it for the 2nd out. That's David Avila, the Gold Glove second baseman for the Gamblers, making the play. 2 out now, and the left-hand hitting Carlos Merlos will step in. The first baseman is 0 for 1 today. Righty versus lefty, 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. That's on the ground to the shortstop. He has it. He'll throw to first, and that's the inning. Nothing doing for Seattle, and there's still no score. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The batter will be David Avila, the number 7 hitter for Las Vegas. He'll be followed by Vilo and Herrera, the bottom of the order. Raheem Bryant in 2 innings of pitches. Has thrown 19 pitches, and he hasn't given up any hits, earned runs, walks, or strikeouts. 1 ball, 1 strike to Avila. He hits that up the middle, and there's your first hit. Right up the middle. Leadoff man is aboard. Good speed at first, David Avila, and the left-hand hitting Edgar Vilo will step in for the home-standing Gamblers. Righty versus the left-hand hitter. Here's the 0-1. He bunts it in the air, and the first baseman will catch it in the air, and that's a fly out. And that's the first out. Carlos Merlos, first baseman for Seattle, makes the play. Avila at first, 1 out, and here's right-hand hitting Danny Herrera. He's hitting .250, 3 homers, 19 runs batted in. Righty versus righty. First pitch. That's on the ground. Second baseman has it. He turns and throws to second base and gets the lead runner. Fielder's choice. The batter is safe. Looks like Mendoza is injured on the play. The trainer is examining his right leg, but it is not serious. He can remain in the game. All right, 2 out. Danny Herrera at first. Decent speed. The batter is right-hand hitting Eddie Rodriguez. No score. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Las Vegas hosting Seattle. Final game of the 4-game set right at the All-Star game. And we have 2 more series of division rivalry, a 4-game and a 3-game weekend set. You'll see them all on the Baseball Observer and Abel 4-1-1. Top of the order for the Las Vegas Gamblers. It'll be Rodriguez, Smithson, and Martinez. Due up. Righty versus righty. Here's Eddie Rodriguez. He's 0 for 1. First pitch to him. And he's going. And he's safe. Danny Herrera steals second base. Runner in scoring position. 2 out. Bottom of the third inning, no score. Right-hand hitting Eddie Rodriguez will step back in. Righty versus righty, 0-1 pitch. That's in the air to left field. He's waiting on it, and he'll make the catch. That retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, a runner left on. Through 3 innings, we have no score. Top of the fourth, no runs, 1 hit, no errors for each team, Seattle and Las Vegas. Seattle will send up the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. David Ogwin, Kevin Fink, and Do Hyun Hoo. Right-hand pitching, Bobby Rodriguez, in 3 innings of work, has thrown 52 pitches. 1 hit allowed. He's walked 3 and struck out 2. Righty versus the left-hand hitting David Ogwin, stepping in. David is 0 for 1. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Knuckle curve at 73 gets him. That's his 3rd strikeout for Bobby Rodriguez. Here's the right-hand hitting Kevin Fink. He's 0 for 1. He's been cold of late, hitting .276 on the year, 5 homers, 23 runs batted in. Righty versus righty. Here's the no ball, 1 strike pitch. That's in the air on the infield. The second baseman racing in, and he will catch it on the mound for the second out. Danny Herrera for Las Vegas makes the play. The shortstop. Here's the right-hand hitting Do Hyun Hoo. The third baseman doesn't have an official at bat. 2 out, nobody on, no score. Here's the pitch from Bobby Rodriguez. And that misses, ball 4. Fastball at 87. Didn't know he had a fastball. And that's a wall. He has 6 pitches. None of them was a fastball. You saw it. Anyway, here's Hugh at first base. Not a real threat to steal. The batter is right-hand hitting Luis Chavez. Righty versus righty. 2 out, man on first. No score. Top of the 4th. That's on the ground to the shortstop. He dives and he throws this second. And who's the error on? The error on the throw. Shortstop. That's the first error for Las Vegas, and both runners will be safe. 2 on, 2 out. Here's right-hand hitting Billy Mendoza stepping to the plate. He's the number 8 hitter. The shortstop is 0 for 1. Who at second? No, who's on for now? Who's at second? Chavez is at first. The batter is Billy Mendoza. 2 out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a little dribbler in front of the plate. The catcher picks it up. Fires the first and gets him. And that retires the side. The Seattle 4th is over. Seattle gets nothing and strands a pair. Still no score. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Pitchers duel here today. 2 All-Stars. Here's Jaheim Bryant. 3 innings of work. He's thrown 27 pitches. He hasn't walked anyone. He hasn't struck out anyone. He has allowed a base hit. For Las Vegas, it'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Smithson, Martinez, and Rabel due up. Righty versus righty. 2 balls, no strike. Here's the pitch. That's in the air, center field. He races toward left and makes the play. First out. Center fielder Pedro Medina makes the catch. 1 away. Here's left-hand hitting John Martinez. He's 0 for 1. Hitting .300 on the year. 5 homers, 39 runs batted in. Righty versus the left-hand hitter. 1-1 pitch. That's in the air, up the middle, base hit in center field. 1 out base knock for Martinez. And the Gamblers have a base runner. Bottom of the 4th inning, no score. Only 3 hits between them. The batter is right-hand hitting Mike Rabel. He's been hot of late, hitting home runs. He's 0 for 1 today, however. 3 balls, no strikes. And that misses ball 4. He walked him on 4 pitches. 2 men on now, 1 out. No score. Left-hand hitting John Dominguez will step to the plate. Right-hand pitcher versus the left-hand hitter. He's 0 for 1. 2 balls, no strikes. That's on the ground to the second baseman. Goes to second for 1. The relay in time. 4-6-3, double play. Side retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Our runner left on. Good defense. We played 4 and there's no score. Top of the 5th inning. Seattle has no runs on 1 hit. Vegas has no runs on 2 hits and an error. Seattle will send up the 9, 1, and 2 hitters. Luciano, Batista, and Medina. 4 innings of work from Bobby Rodriguez. 66 pitches, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, 1 hit allowed. Here's the right-hand hitter versus the right-hand pitcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's strike 3 called. Circle change at 75. Frozen. 1 away. Here's the leadoff man, Alex Batista. Still does not have an official at bat. He's hitting .315 on the year. 7 homers, 41 runs batted in. He's swiped 16 bags. Righty versus righty. 2-0 pitch from Bobby Rodriguez. That's hit up the middle, and that's a base hit. Shortstop cannot make the play. 1 out hit. Good speed at first. A threat to steal. The batter, number 2 hitter, center fielder, Pedro Medina. He's 0 for 1. Righty versus righty. Here's the full count pitch. That's on the ground to the shortstop. He'll go to first and make the play. 2 out. The runner at second will remain there. Batista at second base with 2 out now. Runner in scoring position. Top of the 5th inning. Still no score. Left-hand hitting Carlos Merlos will step in. He's 0 for 2. Righty versus lefty. First pitch to him. That's on the ground. Second baseman gets the slow roller, and throws the first to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. A runner left on base. Still no score at Gamblers Park. We go to the bottom of the 5th. For Las Vegas, it'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Crane, Avila, and Velo due up. Bryant, in 4 innings of work, has only thrown 40 pitches. 2 hits allowed. He's walked 1. Righty versus righty. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. And he swings and misses. Changeup at 71. They're swinging over his pitches. That's the first out. Here's the right-hand hitting David Avila. The second baseman hitting .285 on the year is 1 for 1 today. Righty versus righty. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Forkball at 76. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the left-hand hitting Edgar Velo. The number 8 hitter is hitting .203 on the year. 4 homers, 17 runs batted in. He's 0 for 1 today. Righty versus lefty. The 1-2. That's in the air. Right field, and he has it. He's running towards center field and makes the play. And that retires the side. Nothing across for the Gamblers. Still no score in this one. A fine pitcher's duel. Don't get many of those in the Action Baseball League. Usually is action. Top of the 6th inning. For Seattle, it'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Ogwin, Fink, and Hu. Rodriguez versus Ogwin. Righty versus lefty. 2-2 pitch. The leadoff hitter. That's in the air, center field. Racing toward the infield. Makes the catch on the line drive. Mario Smithson makes the play in center field for Las Vegas. Charles Crane in right field for Las Vegas is an 80 rated right fielder. That's great defense. The batter now, right-hand hitting Kevin Fink, the number 5 hitter. Got a snowflake by his name, hitting .275. He's 0 for 2 today. Top of the 6th inning, no score. Full count payoff pitch. That's in the air on the infield. Third baseman is on the infield grass, and he'll make the catch of the pop out. 2 out. Here's Hu. The third baseman has no official at bat today. He's hitting .260 on the year. 5 home runs, 40 runs batted in. Righty versus righty. Here's the 3-0. And that misses ball 4. They'll take his base. 2-out walk. 5th walk given up by Bobby Rodriguez today. Here's the right-hand hitting Luis Chavez. He's 1 for 2. No score. Top of the 6th inning. And at first, 2-2 pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that's the inning. That's his 5th strikeout to go with 5 walks. Side retired in the Seattle 6th. Say that fast 3 times. The Comets get nothing and Strand 1. Bottom of the 6th inning, no score. For Las Vegas, it'll be the 9 leadoff man and the number 2 hitter due up. Herrera, Rodriguez, and Smithson. Bryant, in 5 innings of work, has thrown 53 pitches. He's walked 1 and struck out 2. Righty versus righty. Full count payoff pitch. That's in the air on the infield. Foul ground. The catcher, third baseman, will make the play. That's the first out. Who will make the play for Seattle at third? Here's Eddie Rodriguez. 1 out. Righty versus righty. The 1-1 pitch from Bryant. That's in the air, right field. It's a line drive, and he's there to make the catch for the second out. David Ogren in right for Seattle makes the play. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the right-hand hitting Mario Smithson, the number 2 hitter. He's 0 for 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. It swung late on that one. And that's the inning. Changeup at 71 fooled him. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. Gamblers and Comets still scoreless through 6. We go to the top of the 7th inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for Seattle. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for Las Vegas. Rare to see a pitcher's duel like this. Who's gonna blink? Seattle will send up Mendoza, Luciano, and the leadoff man Batista here in the top of the 7th inning. Righty versus righty. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That's it in the air. That's a base hit. It's in the gap. It'll go to the wall. That's extra bases. Only the 2nd extra base game today. And he slides into second with a double. Leadoff double for Billy Mendoza for the visiting Seattle Comets as they try to get a game closer to these front-running Gamblers. Mendoza at second base. The batter, right-hand hitting Antonio Luciano. He's the number 9 hitter. He's been cold of late. He's 0 for 2 today. He's only hitting .228 on the year. Righty versus righty. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Knuckle curve at 74 gets him. That's 6 strikeouts now for Bobby Rod. Here's the batter, right-hand hitting Alex Batista, the leadoff man for the Seattle Comets. He's 1 for 1 today. He hits .317, 7 homers, 41 runs batted in. Mendoza at second in scoring position. There's no score. We've played 6 innings. We're in the top of the 7th. 1 out. Here's the first pitch to Batista. And it's a pitch out. No, they put him on. Intentionally walked. With first base open. Now the double play is in order. Pedro Medina will step to the plate. The number 2 hitter. He has a flame by his name. He's 0 for 2 today, however. Righty versus righty. Mendoza at second, Batista at first. No score. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Rodriguez. And that misses ball 4, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. Seattle now threatening here in the top of the 7th. Rodriguez may be tiring. He's thrown 6 1/3. He's thrown 119 pitches. He's still in there as left-hand hitting Carlos Merlos will step in. The number 3 hitter is 0 for 3 today. And he's got 12 homers on the season, 53 runs batted in, hitting .290. Mendoza at third, Batista at second, Medina at first. Left-hand hitting Merlos facing the right-hand pitching Rodriguez. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's in the air, left field. He's racing toward the foul line, and he makes the catch. He throws quickly to the cutoff man. The runner cannot tag up and score. And that's the second out. Fine play by the left fielder, John Martinez, the All-Star. And Mendoza remains at third. 2 out now, bases loaded. The batter, left-hand hitting David Ogwen. He's the cleanup hitter, 0 for 3. He's hitting .265 on the year, 8 homers, 41 runs batted in. 29 stolen bases for Ogwen. Bases jammed with Comet. Here's the 1-ball, 2-strike pitch from Rodriguez. And that's strike 3 called, side retired. Bases left loaded. Seattle does not score. All right, fans, time to get on your feet and sing the song. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Nothing but goose eggs on the scoreboard. Left-hand hitting John Martinez, the All-Star, will step in. Facing the righty Jaheim Bright, he's still in there. He's only throws 67 pitches in 6 innings of work. He's walked 1, struck out 3. He's only allowed 2 hits. It'll be Martinez, Rabel, and Dominguez due up, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Gamblers. Here's the first pitch to him. That's on the ground to the first. By him into right field for a base hit. And the leadoff man is on. Right fielder Ogwen will get it back in for Seattle. Martinez at first, decent speed. The batter is right-hand hitting Mike Rabel. Rabel's hitting .268 on the year, 13 homers, 57 runs batted in. He's 0 for 1 today. Righty versus righty. First pitch. That's on the ground. Shortstop has it. You go to second for 1. The relay in time. Grounds into a 6-4-3. A pitcher's best friend. 2 out. And here's John Dominguez, the left-hand hitting catcher. He's an All-Star. 0 for 2 today. Righty versus lefty. Here's the 0-1. That's in the air, up the elevator shaft on the infield. The shortstop will make the catch at the pop-up to retire the side. The Gamblers get a hit, but nothing else. We've played 7. There's no score. Top of the 8th inning. For Seattle, it'll be Fink, Hu, and Chavez due up. Here's Kevin Fink. He's 0 for 3. Righty versus righty. Rodriguez still in there. The pitch. That's on the ground, hit weakly to the third baseman. He picks it up, throws the first in time. 1 out. Edgar Velo at third makes the play for Las Vegas. Here's Du Hung Hu. He still doesn't have an at bat. Righty versus righty. Rodriguez in 7 1/3 innings has thrown 128 pitches. He's walked 7. He's struck out 7. Here's the 1-1. That's on the ground. The shortstop has it. Oh, he bobbles it. E6. Second error on the shortstop today. He had 1 on a throw and now on his fielding. So the batter is safe. Hu at first. He's not a real threat to steal. 1 out. Here's the right-hand hitting Luis Chavez. He's 1 for 3. Righty versus righty. 2-1 pitch from Rodriguez. That's on the ground to the shortstop. He throws the first in time. Runner makes it to second. 2 away. Hu at second. Man in scoring position. Top of the 8th inning. No score here in Gamblers Park in Las Vegas. Right-hand hitting Billy Mendoza at the plate. The shortstop is 1 for 3 today. 0-1 pitch. Righty versus righty. That's hit sharply. That's a base hit to right field. Past the leaping first baseman. And there's runners on the corners with 2 out. And Seattle once again is threatening. Rodriguez still in there. The batter is pinch hitter Ben Natras. Let's see about Ben. 6 hits and 22 at bats. He's hit a home run, 3 runs batted in, hitting .273, and he has a .759 OPS. All righty. Righty versus lefty. Here's the 2-2 pitch to him. Runners on the corners. 2 out. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that retires the side. Fastball at 80 miles an hour. No runs, 1 hit, one error. 2 runners left on. We go to the bottom of the eighth, still no score. Here's Charles Crane. He's 0 for 2. Righty versus righty. Jaheim Bryant is still in there. It'll be Crane, Avila, and Velo for Las Vegas, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Bryant has thrown 71 pitches and 7 innings of work. Here's the first pitch to him. That's on the ground. First baseman has it. He'll throw to the pitcher covering for the first out. Carlos Merlos, the first baseman, makes the play to Jaheim Bryant. 1 away. Here's right-hand hitting David Avila. Avila is 1 for 2. Here's the first pitch to him. He hits it on the ground to the first baseman. This time he'll take it himself for the second out. Unassisted put out. All right. Left-hander Edgar Velo at the plate. Right-hand pitcher Jaheim Bryant on the mound. 2 out. No score. Here's the pitch. 3 balls, 1 strike. And that's low ball 4. And he's on first. 2 out walk. That's only the second walk given up by Bryant. Velo at first. The batter is now right-hand hitting Jose Sharon. That's a pinch hitter. He's hitting .236 on the year, 2 home runs, 16 runs batted in. All right, here's the pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. That's it in the air. That's up the middle. That's base hit to center field. The runner's headed for third, and there's a play, and he's safe. Runners on the corners, 2 out. Velo at third, Sharon at first, and the batter, right-hand hitting Eddie Rodriguez, the leadoff man. He's 0 for 3. .259 hitter, 8 homers, 39 runs batted in. Bryant still on the mound. Bryant is a perfect 8-0. Just some bullpen work. He's got 1 save. But now he's starting. He's thrown 7 2/3 innings, 80 pitches, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 4 hits allowed. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And that gets away, and that will score a run. It's a wild pitch by Bryant. And Velo will score. Jerome will take second base. Let's take a look at it. That ball gets away. And it's a wild pitch, and the play at the plate is not in time. Run score. And Las Vegas leads 1-0. Here's Eddie Rodriguez stepping back in. The count is full. Sharon at second base. Bottom of the 8th inning. Vegas now leads by a run. And that's hit in the air, and that's in the gap, and that's extra bases. It'll bounce off the wall. Another run is in. He slides in the second with a double. Sharon is scoring. And Rodriguez has a run-scoring double. That increases his RBI total on the year to 40. And the Gamblers now lead 2-0. Here's the right-hand hitting Mario Smithson. He's 0 for 3. Rodriguez at second base. 2 out. Here's the pitch. That's on the ground to the shortstop. He has it. Throws the first. And that's in time. Side retired. Las Vegas scores 2 runs on 2 hits, and the Gamblers now lead Seattle 2-0. We go to the top of the 9th inning. The closer, Derek Sanders, will come in. He is the all-star. Both closers are all-stars on these teams. Let's take a look at Derek. His record is 6-3, 25 saves, and 136 ERA, 53 innings pitched, 1.09 whip, a WAR of 1.5. Let's take a look at his pitches. He's got a 75 rated curveball, a 60 rated cutter, and a 30 rated changeup with potential. His stamina is above average, and so is his ability to hold runners close. His personality, Sanders' impatience, can flare up unexpectedly. He's popular nationally, great morale. His expectation is to be the closer. Second-year player, he's 26 years old. He has a fragile injury history. Righty versus righty. Top of the ninth inning. Seattle trails by 2. Alex Batista will step to the plate. It'll be the top of the order facing Sanders, Batista, Medina, and Merlos. Seattle has been getting on base, but they have not been able to break through to the scoring column. So let's see, 6-3, a ERA of 136, 25 saves. He's first in saves in the ABL. That's on the ground to the mound. Pitcher has it. Throws the first in time. 1 up, 1 down. Sanders makes the play to Sharon at first. Here's the right-hand hitting Pedro Medina. He's got a flame by his name, but he's 0 for 2 today. Righty versus righty. First pitch to him. That's in the air to left field, and he's there to make the catch of the line drive. 2 out. Sanders has thrown 5 pitches. He's making short work of these guys. Here's the left-hand hitting Carlos Merlos. They're down to their last out. They trail by 2. Righty versus the left-hand hitter. Here's the 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. That's in his eyes, and he swings through it. Strike 3, and that's your ball game. Las Vegas blanks Seattle 2-0 and increases their lead in the ABC West. Let's take a look at the totals for today's game. First, for the victorious Las Vegas Gamblers. They are now 54-39. They scored 2 runs on 5 hits. The shortstop committed 2 errors. They left 3 men on base. The Seattle Comets, no runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. Let's look at the multiple hitters. Bill Mendoza had 2 hits. The shortstop, 2 for 4. And they only had 4 hits as a team. Of course, Las Vegas only had 5, and left fielder John Martinez, the All-Star, had 2 of them. It was a pitcher's duel. 3 pitchers pitched today. Bobby Rodriguez got the victory. Now 10-4. He threw 8 innings, allowed 4 hits, no runs. He walked 7. He struck out 8. He threw 144 pitches. His earned run average is now 2.59. Derek Sanders picks up his, I believe, ABL leading 26 save. He threw 1 inning. He struck out 1 batter. He threw 9 pitches. His ERA is 1.33. Bryant got his first loss of the year. He threw 8 innings. He allowed 5 hits, 2 earned runs. He walked 2, struck out 3. He threw 89 pitches. His earned run average rises from 1.80 to 1.84. Player of the game, the starter for Las Vegas, Bobby Rodriguez. Rodriguez schools Seattle in 2-0 Las Vegas triumph. Las Vegas pitcher Bobby Rodriguez had a large part in his team subduing the Seattle Comets 2-0. The opposition could never mount much of a rally against the right-hander. Derek Sanders, the closer for Las Vegas, earned his 26 save in 29 chances. The win puts Las Vegas at 54-39 this season. Rodriguez made it look easy. He scattered 4 hits over 8 innings while racking up 8 strikeouts, 12 runners left on base. The right hand upped his season record to 10-4. Bobby did a good job keeping the game under control, said Las Vegas manager Matt Petrie. Once again, the final score, Las Vegas Gamblers now 54-39 to the Seattle Comets now 51-42 nothing. So this is the final game of the 4-game set, the first series after the All-Star break. And we'll get to the next 4-game set from its Monday and the last weekend series, both division rival series. You can see them on the ABL Ballpark feed, the Baseball Observer, and get all the info on the ABL 411. This is the Baseball Observer.